most annoying sound in the world? Alright, I'm trying to change the Serpentene Belt. Well, trying to figure out if the Serpentene Belt is the real problem with my squeakiness. Yeah, I got an old floor mat here that I had draped over so water and stuff didn't get to the components there. That's how I got the car. I did order a cover, a Serpentene Belt here. I got it all loosened up. Online on forums, they say there's like a certain perfectness in between tightness and looseness, and they'll squeak unless you have it in the middle, but I've kind of tried it over tight, tight, loose. I think I'm just going to throw my new belt on that I've had for over a year. But I wanted to figure out, see, last year when I was messing with the tensioner, it's not an automatic tensioner either. I'm sure the next generation Maxima has automatic tensioners, you know, the ones with the spring. It's kind of a booger to tighten and loosen this. That mechanism may be worn out. I got it loose right now, that's why it's moving. There's 2 bolts on it. This right here is a lock nut. But see, there's a mark. I think that's from the pulley, because I did switch this around the belt to see if it would get that little mark in it. I thought maybe it just had a stick or something that was rubbing on it for some time before I had the car. I was hoping that was the case since this cover wasn't here. Anyways, it's a 14 millimeter. You don't want to strip these out. 14 millimeter. It's like a lock nut system. So I got it loose now. And then the top is how you actually loosen and then tighten to adjust it. I got it pretty loose now. So I'm gonna put the take that one off and I'll compare it to the new belt that I got here. Where did I put it? Oh no, my belt walked away. Really? Oh, the carpet ate it. This one's a genuine Nissan too. Got her off the eBays. I did get the old one off. Look how terrible that sucker was. I'm thinking, well, maybe it is the belt now because, I mean, it is, there's 6 ridges on it. This one's even, or my old one even looks thinner. The old one's even narrow. What I'm noticing mostly here. Look how deep. Can you see that? How deep? It's like cut in. I think because it's been slipping so bad. Can you see that difference? Oh man, look at that. I might have caught this just in time. Let's hope that it's the, not the tensioner, because that's like a $80 or $100 part, I believe. I couldn't find no used ones on the eBays. 11920-31. Why do they do that? Why do they gotta put letters in there? 31U02. The squeaky problem has gotten worse over the last year. I've been driving it pretty much a year now. It's gotten worse. When I first got the car running, it seems like it was very random. The belt would squeal, and I've come to the conclusion that it was very random squealing at first, and it was short. It would only do it for a few seconds, and now it does it like the first 30 seconds. When I start up all the time, it's gotten that bad. This car sat like a year and a half before I got it, and I'm guessing that the pulleys were gritty, a little bit rusty, and I believe that probably gave the old used belt more traction. Alright, I did get the new belt on, and wow, I had to loosen up that pulley quite a bit. or the adjuster up on top. And then I just finally snugged her down again after you think your tension is right. From what I understand, you shouldn't, because you don't want to over tighten belts either, because that can wear your other components out, like the bearings on anything else here, conditioner or probably alternator would go, or this tensioner bearing, I guess. Kind of grab in between the longest length of belt, and you shouldn't really be able to turn it more than 90 degrees. That's kind of where I'm at. Seems like when you tighten this down a little bit, it squares it up and it makes it a little bit tighter too, so kind of plan on not quite as tight as you want it on top, because this seems like it finishes up a little bit. So I'm going to start it up now. That sounds good to me. That looks pretty good to me. It's not flopping around. You can usually tell if the belt's too loose by flippity flopping. I have had that tensioner pulley apart before, and I actually did grease it up. So I was pretty sure it wasn't that squeaking, so that looks like our culprit. I was just too cheap to replace it right away. Don't be as cheap as me. Be cheap, but not as cheap as me.